So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and today we are here with Josh, aka Harry Tornado, and he's giving me the opportunity to ask him a few questions. So I know a bunch of viewers have a few questions for him, so we're just gonna go through this in freestyle, guys.
It's the best way to do it.
It is. So one of the questions I have is what is the furthest you have gone or will go for sourcing to find a deal?
I think the furthest I've gone so far is all the way to North Carolina to pick up a set of dumbbells. I paid $600 for them, and they sold for $1,100. So I felt like a little 2-hour trip wasn't too bad. I've had days where I'd take like a 2 or 3 hour trip and hit a new city and go thrift in that one city and then come back. But for one deal, I think those dumbbells was my farthest trip for sure.
Would you ever drive to Texas for a deal?
That's got to be a pretty good deal.
Got to be a good profitable deal.
It's a pretty good deal for me to go all the way that far.
So we know that you were in insurance before completely starting to resell. What job do you think you would have if reselling never panned out?
Honestly, I'd probably still be working at the insurance place. That was like just a regular corporate job, something that anybody would be proud to have. It's nothing embarrassing. Somebody asks you what you do for a living. Insurance underwriter is a very normal job. Nobody's going to be mad at you. That your parents are going to be happy with that. Your in-laws are going to be happy with that. And that's one of those jobs that if you don't watch yourself, you're going to end up working there for 40 years and have given up on your dreams. So that's probably what I'd be doing.
Mm-hmm. So you don't regret giving up on that $50,000 job a year?
No, 42.
42. Okay, outside of the reselling industry, who has motivated you or given you inspiration?
When I first started, I watched Gary Vee a lot. He's just, he's got a mouth on him, but he's super motivative. He's just got the true entrepreneurial spirit, and I really like watching him. I guess that's the only one I can think of is like motivation right now. I watched a lot of other people like Cincinnati Picker. I really like seeing his setup and how successful he was with such a simple setup. For his reselling side of things, he has a warehouse now, but just has the basic bin system like I have. He doesn't make any fancy YouTube videos. His videos are nice and clean and easy to watch. And I was like, if that guy can do it, I can definitely do it for sure. And so he was a big motivator for me too.
You guys, if you do not know, my hand is like shaking. I'm nervous. I do not know why. Josh makes me nervous. But what is the end goal for you? Are you wanting to expand beyond reselling?
I don't think so. I mean, everybody's going to tell you all the time, like, don't waste your time with thrift stores and yard sales. You need to get into wholesale. You need to get replenishable items so you can just sit back, relax, and make all the money. But I think that takes the fun out of it. If you just want to sit back and be a middleman in the transaction and just relax in a hammock all day, then that's your prerogative. But for me, I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy the thrill of waking up before the crack of dawn and coming waiting in line for this Amazon store and trying to see if we can find some deals. Yeah, I could probably make the same amount of money if I spent time in getting a business license in a storefront and getting wholesale deals, but that's not fun. And it's also really hard to make YouTube videos when you're doing only wholesale deals because you can't share any of that information. So I think with the reselling, the garage sales, thrift stores like this, plus the YouTube income, I think I'm making about the same money as I would in a wholesale business environment, and this is much, much more fun.
And just for a follow-up on this question, you said something about the business license. Do you currently have a business license for your business now, or is just sold?
I'm not a lawyer, but in South Carolina, I'm pretty sure you only have to have a business license if you have a physical storefront or if you want to do like a pop-up shop. We have a farmer's market here in South Carolina that people can do pop-up shops at, but they require you to have a business license. So I don't have a business license. I don't even have an EIN number, employee identification number. I'm a sole proprietor. I pay all my taxes just with my social security number. Just keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah. So guys, make sure that you always check with your state and your regulations when it comes to laws like that.
Neither of us are lawyers.
Yeah, definitely not.
You're not a lawyer, right?
I'm definitely not a lawyer. Working for yourself, what do you do to challenge yourself, like the motivation factor?
So lately I've been posting on my Instagram. Like if I have a day where I want to list 50 things, I'll post on my Instagram. I have just hit 10,000 followers on there. I'm like, hey guys, here's my screenshot of my current amount of listings. If I don't have 50 more listings by 5 p.m. today, I'm going to give away $100. I have not given away any money yet because that is really, really motivating for me. I think that's a simple way to motivate me and be fun for my Instagram followers. Do something to, whenever I see people save the countdown, because I do a countdown, oh, am I going to give away money? I don't know. So it's fun all the way around, and it really helps me motivate to get these listings done.
What are some of the mistakes you wish you could have avoided?
I think when I first started, I was just really excited because I saw the profit in everything. A lot of things in thrift stores have some profit. It's just, is it worth your time? So I was Yeah, the first time I went to a thrift store, I bought like 20 men's shirts, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are $4.75 a piece. I'm gonna sell each one for $20 plus shipping. This is so much money. This is so easy, and it's not that easy. And if you don't watch yourself, you're gonna get caught up in that excitement. You're gonna end up buying way more things than you could ever possibly list. So I learned that the hard way. I learned, I bought a bunch of stuff and then never got around to listing it. Realized it wasn't profitable, and then had to redonate it back to the thrift store just to get it out of my life, out of my way. So just start slow. List everything that you buy for the, just get in that habit, start that habit, because if you don't, you're going to end up with a huge death pile, and it's just going to be a drain on your motivation.
What's your greatest fear as an entrepreneur?
Honestly, I'm not really afraid of much. I don't want to sound like cocky or anything, but I feel like if you just take your time with any business, if you take your time, do it right, do it debt-free. I don't have any debt for the business. If my house burns down and I lose all my inventory, I have insurance I can just go buy everything again. That's fun. It sucks, and as long as everybody's healthy. But yeah, I think fear in business was when you're doing things that haven't been done before, or when you're doing things that are highly leveraged by debt. Reselling's been around for thousands of years, buying things and selling them for a higher price, and I don't have any debt, so I don't think there's anything to be afraid of.
You're home listing and you need some music to listen to. Who is Josh listening to?
Oh man, I like classic rock. I grew up on country, so it's like country's like my go-to, like subliminally, like that's what I enjoy the most. But I enjoy listening to classic rock. It just gets me motivated. A little bit of everything. I got into the Beatles like a year ago. I didn't grow up on the Beatles. I didn't really listen to them until about a year ago, surprisingly, and now I love them. I listen to them all the time. I also like the Black Keys. Black Keys are really, really good.
Are there any apps that you recommend for the resellers?
I get this question usually once a day. Somebody always asks me what app I use to scan things in the store. They see me like scanning barcodes. It's just the eBay app. There's no fancy app. You just go to the eBay app, hit the search bar, there's a little picture of a camera, you click the camera, and then it brings up the third option, which is scan a barcode. That's all it is. Easy peasy.
Do you stick to a strict schedule as if you're working a 9 to 5, or do you just go with the flow?
I do not go with the flow. I think Wednesday morning I slept until like 9, which is very late for me, extremely late. I was like, it's okay. And yesterday we were getting our floors put in, and I couldn't take pictures in the garage because they were coming through the garage, and I couldn't film anything because it was really loud. So I just played Fortnite for like 2 hours. And I didn't have to ask anybody for permission. Just did it.
Any courses that you recommend for resellers? Did you take any courses? Or?
No, I think Rally Roots, their mentoring program, I haven't taken it before, but I've talked to Ryan. I know what it's about, and I think for the value, it's very good for new sellers. If you want to get in and actually learn the ropes of how to be a full-time reseller, that is a great value. I think it's $497, I think. Don't quote me on that. It sounds expensive, but the amount of value and the amount of time you're going to save by getting all of that information compiled for you is definitely worth it if you're a new seller. If you're a seasoned seller, you may want to take a step back and analyze and see if it's actually worth it for you. But I think that's one of the few courses out there that are actually worth it for new sellers.
Is there any popular advice that you disagree with dealing with eBay?
Man, I feel like everybody has different advice when it comes to eBay. Everybody wants to figure out the eBay algorithm and figure out the hacks to get your listing boosted, and I don't think there's any secrets to it. You just take good photos, do good titles, and sell things people want. I think people get discouraged because they start selling things like their grandma's little precious moments figurines that are like 60 years old, and some of those are collectible, I guess, but most of the time that's a very niche product, and that's something that's not very many people are looking for. You want to sell stuff like Nike tennis shoes and headphones, stuff that sell every single day. One of the most popular items on eBay is just general electronics, like headphones and cell phones and things like that. Cell phone cases, things that are boring, but that's what people buy. So don't focus so much on those really niche, antique, collectible categories if you want to sell stuff quickly, because those are not the items that are going to sell very quickly.
And then finally, I personally will call him Josh now because how he blesses me, but Harry Tornado, like, and the logo Support Your Friends, like, where do those two come from, the inspiration for Support Your Friends and then the name Harry Tornado?
Harry Tornado is just my nickname in college. I'm a very hairy person, just all over, very fertile hair glands. I'm also really messy naturally. You should definitely not go look at my truck right now. There's a couple different wrappers from several different fast food restaurants. But yeah, Harry Tornado, it was my Xbox Live gamer tag, and then I was like, that's a very memorable name, so then I made it my Instagram and then my YouTube channel. And it's been available on all platforms. I got it on TikTok, I got it on Snapchat, I can think of a time when it was not available in any social media platform that I wanted. I think I have every username that I want right now. And then the support your friends, I wanted something to do with like merch for my channel, but also not just like a shirt that says Harry Tornado on it, because that's boring. You know, that's something that nobody's going to understand unless you know who I am. So I wanted something that would be my merch, but also be, you know, comprehensible for somebody who doesn't know who I am. So support your friends was just a message that I'm just really passionate about. Like, if your friends have a small business, or if they have a band or an art show or something like that, I think it's really important for us as their friends to support them and go out and go to their stuff. You know, I used to do music, and I would invite people to my shows, and if they would come, they would want me to put them on the guest list, so they wouldn't have to pay to get in. And then the bars that I would play at, they were like, well, you're not a very good musician because nobody wants to pay to see you. So if your friends invite you to come to their stuff and it costs money, don't ask to get in free. Pay full price. Support your friends' businesses. My biggest pet peeve in life is when you operate a business and your friends and family want discounts at that business. I'm like, no, you should pay extra. Our friend Melissa has a bakery, and she always it's a great stuff, and she always wants to like give me discounts. Like, she sells like these cinnamon roll things for like $7, and she's like, oh, just give me 5. I'm like, no, here's 10. Take it and shut up. Get out of here. Give me some more cinnamon rolls next week. So yeah, just support your friends. I love the message, and that's where the t-shirts came from.
Thank you so much for just allowing me to have this time to be able to just talk to you for a minute. Sure. And we're going to find out where this bakery is at, because those cinnamon sounds amazing. And guys, make sure that I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check out the Support Your Friends t-shirts. I found mine on eBay this week, so you can definitely get yours. And they come in all different colors, all sizes. Yeah. So we're going to leave those in the description for you. And always, I'm going to leave some pictures here so you can see them as well, because it's a very cool logo. But just again, thank you. And guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And thank you again, Josh, just for everything that you've done for my channel personally, and just for blessing everybody. Absolutely. And as always, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video right now, because you know I don't like long videos. But most important, make sure you bless somebody today, because I'm going to bless somebody tomorrow. And right now, Tay is out.